We've got the chairman of the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council, Dr. C. Rangarajan, joining us on the phone line now. Dr. Rangarajan, the CRR cut, would you say is, the RBI has been saying that they will back, the monetary policy action will only come in response to what we see come from the centre. So would you say that the RBI's first steps are welcoming?
Well, I think the RBI has taken an appropriate stand. It is also a cautious stand. The latest numbers on inflation have not been very encouraging. Both the headline inflation and the non-food manufacturing inflation have been on the rise. And under these circumstances, a change in the policy rate would have sent a wrong signal. And therefore, they decided to do something which is a recognition of the fact that some actions have been taken on the part of the government to contain the demand pressures. Therefore, the small reduction in the CRR, which has been announced, will also help in improving the liquidity and enable the banks to provide a larger amount of credit. But what the Reserve Bank of India has done is to send out a signal which says that inflation still remains high, and therefore the possibility of substantial easing on the part of the Reserve Bank is not possible.
Sure, but also, Dr. Rangarajan, the RBI has clearly said that, managing demand side pressures on inflation is crucial, and doing that, in order to do that, the government will have to ensure that subsidies are kept below 2% of GDP. Do you see the government being able to do that in this current financial year?
Well, I think in the space available to the government to take much more action during the current year is somewhat limited because half the year is already gone. But certainly the government have appointed a committee and it has reported on the roadmap for fiscal consolidation, and I'm sure that the finance minister will soon come out with that roadmap, and that will clearly indicate what actions they will take on the revenue side and on the expenditure side in order to contain the fiscal deficit and move towards a situation in which the fiscal deficit is more modest, is lower than what it is now.
Sure. And lastly, Dr. Rangarajan, just one quick word. To the extent that we've seen so much positive momentum coming from the centre over just the last few days, and we've seen some action from the RBI,